Go Green Global.
Water, the single most valuable resource, which we take for granted every day. It's quite simple, really. If we don't have water, we don't have life. 50 million litres of raw sewage are being pumped into the Cape's oceans daily. The environmentally unlawful practice of sending untreated sewage, oils, chemicals and toxic pollutants into the ocean has been going on for 2 decades. Waterborne diseases such as cholera, typhoid and malaria kill more people in Africa and globally than the deadly HIV virus. Clean water and proper sanitation has only been a dream to millions. Until now.
Go Green Global.
A South African-based company and specialists in bioremediation technology has the solution to this ever-growing problem. With a passion to clean Mother Earth, we are now proud owners of the all-natural, holistic
Go Green Global
product range has manufactured from natural materials and fibers and are readily biodegradable and environmentally acceptable, non-toxic and safe to use.
Our products have been researched and developed over years by scientific experts in the research for solutions to hydrocarbon waste disposals. It is fully biodegradable, non-toxic and safe to use. Green Global technology means faster remediation, anaerobic capacity and sorrow degradation.
Microorganisms are the lowest form of life. They have no arms, no legs, and need to be woken up from their dormant state caused by pollutants. Microorganisms eat oil and other contaminants. Microorganisms digest oil and convert it into carbon dioxide and water, which they release back into the environment.
To actually reduce the waste stream in South Africa, particularly in terms of the landfill sites. Now we have one major landfill site in Gauteng, and that's called Holfontein in Springs. That takes all the hazardous waste. Now hazardous waste is hydrocarbon. That they have to close Holfontein at the end of next year, which means the only other landfill site is in Piketberg in the Cape. The problem on the guys up in Gauteng, Limpopo, etc., to transfer the waste from here to the Cape. So
Go Green Global.
The environmental impact around drilling rigs, ground sumps and drilling sludge, we prevent petrohydrocarbon contamination. Typical negative environmental impacts found on hard surfaces around the drilling rigs. Currently, drilling sites use plastic sheeting to prevent the petrohydrocarbon pollution. This oil will eventually float on the water on the plastic sheeting. Abmats are placed in strategic positions to absorb the oils emanating from the rig. The abmats are non-leaching. Booms. Non-sinking, non-leaching booms are positioned in sumps to catch and retain free-flowing oil. Booms are positioned in influent and effluent of the primary sump. The absorbed oil is safely contained in the non-leaching boom. 30 days later, the floating oil has been absorbed by the boom. Clean, uncontaminated process water is now running into the second sump. The advantages of abmats and booms are easy to use, durable, repel water, can be used repeatedly until saturated, manufactured from 100% natural material, readily biodegradable, cost-effective. Once the booms and abmats are saturated with oil, they can be split open and the contents buried in the soil. The microbes and enzymes present in the booms and mats will digest the hydrocarbon content, converting it into harmless carbon dioxide. Demonstration of some solution in action. Some solution is poured in at a ratio of 8 litres per 1,000 litres. Some solution goes to work immediately, oxidizing the oil and lifting the suspended solids to the surface. The oxidized oil can be clearly seen on the surface. The some solution treated water can be pumped into the environment or be reused. The soil is then turned over to the level of ingress. Terrafix, Oxyplus and Hydrogel are scattered evenly over the area. The area is then thoroughly mixed and watered. The microbes and enzymes present will convert the petrohydrocarbon into harmless carbon dioxide, water and a biomass in a short time frame. Ensure that the site is turned and watered weekly to obtain rapid remediation. It'll take between 40 to 60 days to completely remediate the site, depending on the level of contamination. Contamination below an ingress of 500 millimeters must be removed and placed on the surface, and a biopile created. Is a trial done for Mittal Pretoria West, which is the old ISCOR. Laboratory tests were done by an accredited laboratory of the client's choice, and the results speak for themselves. 2-ton samples of naphthalene, tar pitch and tar sludge were tested. The ppm reading, which is the parts per million of the naphthalene, was 252,151.84 ppm, and after 12 weeks of treatment, the reading was a mere 313.25 ppm. The ppm reading for the tar sludge was 45,882.58 ppm. 12 weeks after treatment, the tar sludge reading was reduced to a mere 689.74 ppm. The tar pitch reading was 286,638.01 ppm before treatment. The 12-week treatment reading was reduced to a mere 591.56 ppm.
Carbon pollution, but it's your heavy-duty chemicals, like you saw the naphthalene. Now, I mean, that really speaks for itself. When you have levels of a million plus ppm, of anything below 1,000 ppm, you're entitled to delist. Now, if you look at that you have levels of 250,000 ppm, and to reduce it down to levels below the international standard, which is anything below 1,000, which is basically the American standard, the Australian standard, the Canadian standard, and the US standard. So their campaign is to reduce, recycle, and reuse. Hundreds of inspectors, which they're currently training to police the industrial environment. Now, these guys are going to work in conjunction with the Green Scorpions. So in future, there's not going to be a place for pollution.
We give life back to Earth and embrace our responsibility to our planet and its people. We have defined our role as preserving our precious resources for generations to come. Investing today for what matters tomorrow.